From Maine, we've got 15 seconds left. Michelle?
I'm off to St. Petersburg.
You are off
Don't
to St.
be jealous.
Petersburg. I am jealous.
I know.
Sorry.
That's why I said it.
But it's going to be a great game. And it's been a great week for the markets. The Nasdaq finishes up.
CNBC Meets Defining Values, brought to you by UOB Private Bank.
He co-founded one of China's most successful tech companies before stepping down to focus on his true passion, philanthropy. I've come to Hong Kong to meet Charles Chen Yidan here on CNBC Meets Defining Values. Charles Chen Yidan is not only an entrepreneur, but also an avid philanthropist. In 1998, he co-founded the internet startup Tencent with 4 of his childhood friends. Today, it's one of the world's largest internet companies and the first in Asia to break through the $500 billion valuation mark. Tencent is a conglomerate that specializes in social media, gaming, mobile payments, music, and more. Its popular messaging platform WeChat claims 1 billion monthly users, and Tencent Games is the largest gaming company in the world by revenue and market cap. Despite this extraordinary success, Charles stepped down from the company to focus his efforts full-time on philanthropy. In 2016, he established the Yidan Prize Foundation, the world's largest monetary prize for education. The award recognizes outstanding research and ideas in education development. Charles, it's lovely to meet you here in Hong Kong.
Yeah, welcome to Hong Kong.
Oh, thank you so much. Of course, your focus now is on philanthropy and education. It's your lifelong passion. Where did the interest come from?
Education, I sent to my grandmother. My grandmother, she was illiterate, but she raised my father from a countryside child to be a university graduate. So my father from countryside to the city, and he met my mother, and I was born. So education changed my family fate. Sure, I am one of a million lives that transformed by the power of education. So today, as a philanthropist, I want to support education that can influence the others.
So how important do you think your grandmother was to you as a young child?
My grandmother is the respected person for me. She was kind to the others, like neighbors, friends, and someone he unknown who want to add help. So she considered the others with no condition. That influenced me very much. So she strongly believed the value of education. That is, this value instilled in me completely.
And Charles, what was it like for you at school? You had the stress of exams. What was the feeling like there for you?
It's a challenge in college entrance examination. In China, it's called 高考. That is a college entrance. Actually, my biggest failure is in this important examination. I have big pressure, so I'm fail in my favorite Chinese language. I don't pass, fail. Luckily, the other majors still have enough scores. I can enter University, Shenzhen University. I grew up there. So I entered chemistry major. This is my first failure. But when I entered the school, I promised myself I need to work hard and graduation. And the other time, how to do? I need to find out which one I am interested in. So I put more time on student service. So this biggest challenge also changed my life, because this failure made me put more time on student service. And in chemistry, I do a lot of student service, like to support the new students. Through this service, I met my schoolmate, a girl, a pretty girl in chemistry, now is my wife. So I sense for chemistry, I sense for examination failure. That makes me be the luckiest man. And I also met my middle school classmates, the future co-founder of Tencent.
Charles, you said you met your wife while you were studying chemistry. How important was that moment for you, and what influence has she had?
You give me a good opportunity to praise my wife. When I met my wife, I think her character attracted me, because she is very kindly to the others, consider others. Actually, I can find my grandmother's spirit. Sometimes I will say to my wife, thanks for her, because two persons together in the life will make the burden half, because you share it, and your happiness double, because you share it.
Coming up, the birth of one of China's biggest tech companies.
When we start Tencent, we just thinking how to be alive.
Good morning, Mrs. Wong.
Good morning, your favorite.
Thank you. Here.
Thank you.
I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Mrs. Wong.
Good morning. Look what I made for you.
Thank you. Mrs. Wong? Help! Help!
Good thing your grandson was around when you had your fall, Mrs. Wong.
An elite group of CFOs representing public and private companies across all major sectors come together to share their unique insights on the challenges faced by the most influential individuals in businesses today. The Chief Financial Officers. Exclusive interviews, surveys and polls at cfocouncil.cnbc.com.
CNBC's Global CFO Council, brought to you by EY.
China's state media has attacked the Trump administration, saying the White House is, quote, behaving like a gang of hoodlums. An editorial in the China Daily newspaper accused the U.S. of, quote, blackmailing and racketeering, adding that tariffs could have a negative impact on the global economy.
If it ends here, 25 on 34, look, the impact economically on both sides is going to be pretty marginal, right? If it ratchets up, though, If it escalates to, say, 500, that's real money we're talking about.
Welcome back to CNBC Meets Defining Values. I've come to Hong Kong to meet one of the world's most successful tech entrepreneurs
and philanthropist, Charles Chen Yedan.
Tell me about those early days of Tencent. Because I also read, Charles, you didn't tell your parents because you were in a government job, and for 3 years you hadn't told them about your new business.
We found Tencent in 1998. Actually, our 5 founders have a stable job. When we come together to start Tencent, Tencent is our second job. Yeah, but the future is unstable. I don't dare to tell my parents because when I tell them, I know they will worry. But they heard from the others friends. They tell me, is it right? They are worried at that time. But I tell them and explain them my what I want to do. And okay, now company is not bad. VC has entered. Don't worry. They are hesitate, but they still support to me. So I tell them later. Sorry, Dad, Mom.
What kind of confidence do you think it took for you to start the company with your friends at the time and to keep going, even though the first year or so was not so successful?
I think have a good attitude and trust each other, very important. Because when we beginning, we cannot imagine the future. Cannot imagine it if you fail one day, and cannot imagine Tencent will grow up like today. So we just, at that moment, just work hard and try our best. In China, we face a new time, burst of internet. So it's a new issue to everyone. So open mind and learn from it is very, very important. And so during this journey, 5 founders support each other and continue to make common value is very important. I think the common value is about the relationship and mission. Because we are schoolmates and friends, so we are honest.
Could you ever have imagined, the 5 of you, that you would become so successful?
When we start Tencent, we just thinking how to be alive, how to struggle for the difficulties faced to us. This situation, until IPO, we still keep this attitude. Because after IPO, it's not an end, it's a new beginning. When we set up the WeChat in the mobile phone time, we need a lot of opportunity and also challenge. Till today, need to face the AI, new technology, automation, big data, how to do. A lot of opportunity.
Of course, Tencent believed a lot in philanthropy, and you became the chairman of the foundation. Why did you feel, as a business, it was so important to give back?
When we start Tencent from 1998 till 2004, we IPO in Hong Kong, we always thinking it's time for us to feedback to the society, including our many young users. So in 2007, we set up the Tencent Foundation. And every year, we will take some profit to transfer and donate to the foundation. We became the first non-profit charity foundation of the internet.
The Wenchuan earthquake in 2008, where over 70,000 people lost their lives, seemed to be a turning point for you and Tencent. How did the company respond?
When a curse occurred in Wenchuan, Tencent, like the other companies, donate 30 million yuan to the peoples. But from Tencent, we think we are internet company. We can do more. Use our advantage to do it. At that time, we have some products, business products, like payment, like QQ platform, something like that. We set up this platform. Let the individuals through the internet pay to donate to the Wenchuan. They also donated more than 20 million yuan. But it comes from individuals, many individuals, whether they donate $1 or 1 cent, they have put a positive influence to the society. So it's great. From that, we think for a long term, we use advantage to set up a charitable platform, connect NGO and foundation and individuals, become our Tencent Foundation strategy.
Do you think that philanthropy has now become part of the Chinese culture?
Chinese traditional culture encourage people to benefit to the world, to the others. Many ideas from the culture encourage people give more, have more. But how to do it? Because in the past time, it's seldom or way to do it. Just put a donate box to do it. But internet made easy to donate, that this traditional culture burst in this new technology. Because in America or Europe, they are easy to pay. Check, credit card. But in China, no check. And credit card just in few peoples in city. But internet can let everybody can pay. So if you have a burst time for Chinese philanthropy.
Charles, in 2013, you chose to step down from Tencent to focus on philanthropy and education. Why did you make that decision?
Education is an idea. Need many stakeholders to devote to it. And education not only belongs to a country, it belongs to humanity. So how to do it? I always thinking of it after I stepped down. One day, at night, I write my wish in my diary. I have a wish. Establish a global prize beyond religion, race, and nation to help people realize the universe and distribution humanity. Then I close the book.
Coming up, Charles Chen-Yadan tells me why he set up one of the world's biggest education prizes.
For me, success is not a result. Success is this journey.
One thing that is very, very clear at this meeting is you cannot leave politics at the door.
I'm not only focused on what are we going to do in the next 6 months, rolling over this agreement into a more permanent framework.
And I don't believe in this meeting we can reach agreement. OPEC is an independent organization and is not an American organization.
This is not a political organization. this is a commercial organization. We are not going to politicize the organization.
It has always been a challenge to keep OPEC insulated from geopolitics, and I think we have done extremely well.
Our offer to increase production volumes in June was made well before the appearance of certain tweets.
They come out with some sort of an understanding or agreement that'll give the markets confidence that they're working together.
The brush off from OPEC now, these wonderful gentlemen, many of them security men of OPEC officials, definitely saying to me, get out of here as well.
There's one show that every CEO and every decision maker knows is the most powerful business show in the country. The First Morning Analysis. Breaking news, politics, and global markets. It's the ultimate pre-market news show. Now in a new Times Square studio in the heart of New York City. Access, power, influence. Squawk Box, weekdays on CNBC.
Reporting on the Federal Reserve is one of the pillars of CNBC's coverage.
You guys ready? Here we come. Let's get to Steve Leisman with the Fed decision.
Up by 1/4 point.
Put up the Dow. We're up 250.
Obviously, the market reacted to it.
New Chairman Jerome Powell will hold his first news conference this afternoon.
Leisman gets the first question.
Where's your biggest concern here? Is it in overkill when it comes to rates? There's very little that moves the markets as consistently as the Federal Reserve does.
Give me Treasury.
I feel tremendous responsibility both to get my reporting right and to get my analysis right.
Welcome back to CNBC Meets Defining Values here in Hong Kong. Philanthropist and entrepreneur Charles Chen Yidan dedicates his time to improving education around the world. In 2016, Charles used his own money to set up the Yidan Prize Foundation. Its mission is to create a better world through education.
The Yidan Prize pushes for progress in the field of education. I envision the prize as a platform that brings together the best ideas about education from around the world.
The foundation awards 2 annual monetary prizes, the Yidan Prize for Education Research and the Yidan Prize for Education Development. Each winner receives a gold medal and a total sum of almost $4 million. It's the world's largest monetary award for education.
So the Yidan Prize is truly visionary. Thus we have this two-pronged power of education to be instrumental and influential. And that is why the bold vision of Dr. Charles Chen Yidan in creating this sustainable international prize is so important.
Why is it so important for you to have this prize?
From my heart, philanthropy and education is very important. And I believe education is the ultimate answer to social progress. Yidan Prize just put the spotlight on the global best education research and best educational practice. So I think we can imagine a picture in the coming 20 years or 50 years. Many projects across global can benefit from big ideas from Yidan Prize laureates. So Yidan Prize is not only an award, it's also a global educational platform. Every December, we have Yidan Prize Summit. Through this summit, we invite policymakers, teachers, educators come together to discuss educational problems and the way to solve education problems to exchange and communicate.
You had this vision of the Yidan Prize. How important is it for you to see the results?
For me, success is not a result. Success is this journey, a lifelong learning that is very important. So success is not about comparing myself to the others. It's about myself to be better.
What values would you like education to teach the next generation?
How be a good person or happy person or leading person to cooperate with technology and future is most important. So education, not only for teaching and about cultivating.
There are many people that are very worried about where artificial intelligence takes us. How do we balance the technology taking us to a place that could be dangerous?
Technology, in the end, will be enhanced to the product of people. It's a tool, but the challenge is that why we are worried, why we are anxious? Because we don't know what's the future of the developing of the country and what will we be and what will our next generation be. So education is most important. Through the education, one is generating the future talents. They know what at that time, in the future time, what talents will be and what they cooperate with the new technology. And on the other hand, education system will be changed by technology, whether automation, big data, or artificial.
What are the most important values you want to give to your family?
Keep the good relationship and lifelong learning relationship, supportive relationship between wife and husband is very, very important. And to the next generation, I am very simple. Blessed they are happy and culturally be independent by themselves.
And what keeps driving you to give back?
I am grateful to have this opportunity to do philanthropy, to support the others, and do education to support the others. Everyone has a dream. Mine is support more people to realize theirs through education.
Charles, thank you so much for talking to me today. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you.
CNBC Meets Defining Values, brought to you by UOB Private Bank.
Your favorite.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Mrs. Wong.
Good morning. Look what I made for you.
Thank you. Mrs. Wong? Help! Help!
don't think your grandson was around when you had your fall, Mrs. Wong.